Oh my gosh, hey guys. What's cracker lacking? How's it going? Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, has it been a few days? Has it been a few days? Oh, hold on, I got something pulled up. But here we are. I got everything out of my bathroom, closet, coat closet. Well, I didn't take all the boxes and stuff from up top. That's too much for me. Maybe I can leave them there. I don't know. But I just threw everything on my floor in the living rooms, all the coats and everything. I didn't take things out of this closet, but the kitchen, all the cabinets I had to empty. It's all in the middle of the floor. Tomorrow morning I'll pull all my clothes and shit so I can put them on my bed. But I don't know where they're going to spray at, but I hope that's good enough. And it's funny because I was in such bad shape these past few days, since Saturday, actually. And today wasn't real great. But, after like shooting that video and I was laying flat on my back and I was coming to God, coming to terms, I didn't focus on the pain. I didn't focus on how my back is. I focused on, you have to get this shit done. And it's interesting how, I don't know, all I can say is, I don't know, it shifted. Something shifted. I was able to get through. Now I got everything on. I pulled my whole drawers out. I didn't empty the drawers. I took the drawers out. I hope that works because they're buried under shit. I do need to cover it all up. But I'm going to get up early tomorrow. They're supposed to be here between 8 and 10. So, I have my alarm set for 6:45. If I get up earlier, I get up earlier. But I'm going to have to be, while they're spraying, I got to be out of the house. For an hour. What the fuck am I going to do for an hour, yo? Sit in my car? Too bad the Village Inn isn't around the corner from here because I'd go get me some fucking breakfast. Some strawberry crepes. But anyway, I'm thankful I have it home, and once this is done, then I'm going to have to move back in. But I don't know. I just kind of want to talk about I guess mind shift. I mean, well, I was cleaning taking everything out of the cabinets and whatnot. All this shit was running through my head. It's like, first of all, you sound like a crazy person. You acted like a fucking crazy person. And then it was like, God, I'm getting snippets of Sunday and of people, it sounds like. And it's like, God, you sounded like all these people you fucking talk to. Not all these people, just a couple. You know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? All right. I don't know. All I know is I can't change. I cannot take back how I acted, what I said, and how I felt. But it's a wake up call that I needed. Very bad. So it is what it is, I'm not hang on. I'm not let me pause you. I'm back. It's like the video I did earlier, and it's like symptoms, right? Symptoms. My shirt says it all. These symptoms that give us a warning that something is out of balance, that something needs to be looked at. Warning, warning. You need to look at this. It's going to get worse, Thank you for the symptoms. Thank you for the warning signs. Thank you for the symptoms so it doesn't lead to something worse. And of course I'm talking physical, but it could be everything, mental, our own mental. It all starts in our fucking head. And getting past I heard head trauma, but getting past our own selves when what we see is so difficult. There's so many lessons to be taught here. I can't change what I said or did. And even though I was under the influence, I'm going to have to hold on to the fact that, well, first of all, what's said is said, what's done is done, and leave it how it lies, because there's a reason for it. And, it had to come to that. I had to cut off my lifeline, I guess. But you know what? I got today. I got tonight. I got right now. Tomorrow's going to be better. I know what I need to do. Thank you. They're like, it's application. Now it's application. I'm trying to build up the thing. I might make me a juice because I got some green apples today and all my fruit and everything's going bad. So I really need to fucking use it. And that, so I might make a good old fucking juice this morning, And I might cut some up and get it ready for tomorrow. Although the bags to put it in and everything's at the bottom of everything, the drawer. Oh my God, then there's that, right? You know what I mean? It's just, I can't make it tonight and drink it tomorrow because, juice has to be, so they say, drank right away. It's not a thing that can sit overnight, really. So, the nutritional value and stuff. I don't know. That's what they say. Who knows? But it really makes sense because I feel like it could lose its, I almost said viscosity, but it's not viscosity. It's you know what I'm trying to say, potency or nutritional value or whatever. I don't really know. And, thank God for my friend Chris today because I really needed to talk to him because he's my neutral guy, and I don't have no qualms or ways of saying, you know what, I was the biggest fucking asshole. I did this, I did that. Why do I feel like this when I have all this? This is a big lesson for me. And, but he was like, we can go to the store. And I was like, I don't want to. I just was not feeling it. It was hard. I had to lean on the back. It was hard to walk. But I said, thank you. Then they only had one thing of water. And I was like, okay. But I bought 5 apples. They didn't have any of my Mexican fucking dip. 7-layer dip I really wanted. Or the 6 beans something or another. I'm like, But, I got my apples and I got different kind of sugar because all the other ones were fucked up. And my water, I was like, let me just get these. Oh, and I got some banana cream. Little thing. And I have a frozen dinner I can make. Why am I rambling like this? It's, but I really got to talk a lot of things out, He listened and I really got to talk a lot of things out. And he's like, you just need somebody to come up here and, what did he call it? Give you a kick in the, get your butt in gear or something. I said, so you're volunteering to be that person to get my, ass in gear, get this shit, done. I have a couple coins. I need to find the rest of them, but I have a couple coins I'm going to go have looked at and authenticated. I have one that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, and I'm going to go get it authenticated, But I truly do. I don't want no wire transfers. I don't want no nothing like. Oh yeah, I could do a wire transfer, but you know, cash, bitch. You know what I mean? So I could. He's like, you could buy a better car than mine. I'm like, I don't need a better car. I just, well, that way you don't have to fix it. I'm like, if you get a used car, you're gonna have to fix it unless I spend 20,000, and I will never spend that much money on a car. I'm sorry. That would be all my money. Well, I don't have that kind of money right now, but I'm rambling. Now I'm rambling on, but I mean that would really help a motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like things are really shifting gears. I say this all the time. I know, I get it. And it's fucked up because I could just sit here and talk about stuff, what comes through. But then, like I've said before, then I've got to actually go through those things. I feel like I'm still in a loop-de-loop. Of course I am, because I get complacent again. Like I said earlier, I get complacent. I take for granted. I'm not doing the things I need to do because it's not fixed. It's not fixed yet. Masked. I got by with enough. Well, it's not enough anymore. We got to take my healing a step further, right? I mean, this could put it in your situation, in whatever aspect, whatever you need to. It's like, didn't we know this? They're like, shut up, play human, be a human. I'm like, I'm fucking tired of being human. No, I'm fucking with you, not fucking with you. It's one of those things, right? But my spirits are totally different. And a lot of it was, I just heard you didn't lay down and die, so to speak. I got up and started doing stuff mindfully. I'm going to get done. Thank you. I'm going to push through and get done what really needs to be done. I always know that. So is that part of the mind over matter that gets me there? Because I had to. Sirena, you have to do certain things. You have to take care of yourself, to be able to fulfill and do. God, I see this big old M in my hand. God, it stood out like it was imprinted really deep. Weird. But bitch, do something. do motherfucker Reiki on yourself, boy. Even if it's 10 minutes. Why can't you do 20 minutes? I was telling Chris this today. I was like, you know why? I said, you think you can lay there for just 20 minutes. It needs to be 30, but at least, or longer, you know. But you think it's so easy just to lay there for 20 fucking minutes when my mind is going everywhere else? It's that mind chatter. I can sit and stare at the wall for 20 minutes, but never do that. You know what I mean? It's, thank you. It's a process. We're getting it. You know, I'm not really not embarrassed to share all these things with you, with everything I'm going through. And for fear what people will think. This is just real fucking life, and this is the way I'm supposed to do it. So if you allow your mind to take you there, you know what I mean? Take you there, take you back there, take you this, take you that, it will. And it'll run with that shit. It's that whole change your mind, your perception, your perspective, what you choose to look at, this side or that side, right? Being done to you or for you. Let me tell you what. Sometimes I feel like it has to, I just lose control, like I have enough. But then again, that's a thought. That's a thought process. Boy, we don't have to do that either, do we? So it's rewiring, changing, fixing, rebooting, redoing the program. Now I say, it just can't happen, bam, overnight. Well, are you sure? I'm hearing all these different fucking frequencies. They're a trip. Listening. I don't know, bro. I just know. I love you guys and thank you. And no, it's not okay to fucking lose control like that. But I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to do my best. I saw 1818 to not do that. I mean, let's just face it. It's over. It's over. It is over. But the trick is, if you're truly sorry, you don't do it again. You learn from it. Or recognize it. But I did recognize it. And they're far and few in between. Maybe that's part of it, you know? But maybe we need to step it up a notch. Or maybe everything's just playing out exactly how it's supposed to. Because there's things we have to go through, grow through. And I think anybody that overcomes anything, whether it's physical things, whatever it is, and we're meant to, and we have something and we get through it. Maybe, just maybe, think about it. There's a reason why, and should we not just tell our story? People don't have to do it our way. Everyone will find their own way, but tell our story. Have it logged with our social medias. I heard proof in the pudding. What were you doing in 2013? What happened? I'm hearing, what did you wish for? What did you pray for? Maybe you wrote it down. There's something from 2013. I heard something you read, something you heard, something. And don't try to rack your brains. I'm hearing, they'll leave clues. It'll come around. My left hand is itching. I'm receiving. This is the receiving hand. Now that's interesting that they would have me say that. Okay, I love you guys. Oh man. But I was going to say it's 9 o'clock. No, that's the time on the timer, 21. I don't know what time it is. 7:10. This is my bedroom. That's my kitchen. This is my apartment. God, I have this opportunity. What's my next steps? I forgot to stop and ask God that. I've been trying to sit around here and doing things all on my own, and ding, ding, ding. What would you have me do? Do that. 2222. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I look forward. I'm getting chills. I look forward to our progress and what we do next. But we have to be faithful, and we have to do it without. Surrender and be so much easier to no, motherfucker. Don't you know I'm stubborn? And it's taking our superpowers, like being willful, being stubborn, being whatever. You know, turning it into a superpower. We've spoke about this. They're like, yeah, maybe it's time. It's coming around, boy. All right, I love you. Peace. Have a blessed night. Super excited.